Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Miles and I'm gonna make a video today explaining the steps how to paint a mural. So at the end of this video you will be able to paint a mural and understand what it takes to apply yourself to getting the ideas, implementing some color theory, the realization of the whole mural project. Isn't that fun? So let's just dive right in. This is first step into mural painting is to get a wall or a mural surface. And every mural's opportunity is different. Every single presenting challenge or just that's what's so beautiful about murals. They're so site specific. They're so unique. Okay, so first step is to get the wall. Here is the wall I'm gonna paint today. In this video, it's okay, so I have the wall. Look, I found it. It's at my friend's garden. Great. Their retaining wall for their garden. Sure. The next step in the mural process, this is kind of like a speed course, but we're jumping right in, is to plan out what design to be painted with. What design do I want to paint on the wall? So for example, let's see. For this wall, for example, I was looking at it and I saw three sort of distinct sections with these posts. So I decided, and I know my friends really love the sun and the moon and the stars. So I just simply decided to paint a sun, moon, and star in each section. So again, looking at the focus of the wall and saying, what wants to be painted here? What do I want to paint here? Is the next step. It's step 2. So step 3 is cleaning the wall. So let's take a closer look at this wall right here. You can see some sort of like grimy muck on it, some dirt, right? So we're just gonna clean that off. You know, I'm just using my hand here, but I have rags here, for example, and I'm just gonna clean off the wall a little bit. Cleaning, it's also the other beautiful thing about the cleaning the wall is it's the first time we make contact with the wall. So in a sort of in a spiritual sense, this is the time where we're introducing ourselves to the being of the wall. Here I'm gonna get a little bit more metaphysical for those who want a different aspect of it. It's sort of a little out there, but this is the time where we get to commune with the greater feeling. In the Japanese tradition, they have a dance, buto, and almost correct me if I'm wrong, 3/4 of the time before the dance, the whole ritual is spent sweeping and mopping the floor. And so before they even dance, it's honestly that's the dance itself. It's very zen. And so this can be a time where we're cleaning the mural. For me, it's like that too. It's a time where I can reflect and meditate a little bit, slow my process down, and sort of ask permission and just prepare my own being for the ritual of the mural. I find I get a lot deeper satisfaction and just happiness and joy out of this process when I don't necessarily see this cleaning process as something that's outside of myself or just a chore. I like to apply and have fun, you know, visualize this this way of this first contact with the wall. So there you go. And now I'm just going to remove some more like cobwebs, and then we'll get started on the second step, which is painting. That part about painting. Fun. Okay, here we go. All right, so the next step, we just finished kind of cleaning the wall. And now we're gonna do the next step, which is actually to make a sketch of what we want to paint. So I'll bring my sketchbook over right now. Okay, this is what I'm gonna sketch on. You can do anything. I'm not gonna, in this project, sometimes I do sketches that are more involved or not thought out, but just detailed and time sensitive. But in this project, I know what I want to paint, and oftentimes that's when sometimes the sketch is to actually make a proposal to the owner, but they gave me permission. This is a smaller gig for me, so I'm just gonna make a small sketch, which is pretty much nothing really that fabulous, but just like sun, moon, star, you know? Maybe I'll do it like not like totally like in the center, like kind of like give it like some flair. Yeah, I guess that's probably gonna be like a little bit better, you know? So like kind of like make a nice like shape or something. Give it like some ocean, the moon, and yeah. So this one's gonna be white, blue, and green. Okay, so let's start painting. All right, so okay, we're gonna start painting now with the paint. This is the green section of the sun, moon, star mural that we're gonna paint. This is the star section, it's green. And I like to paint with these beautiful colors from Nova Colors. They're really good mural paints. Maybe one day they'll sponsor me, but not yet. But maybe they'll get to know me better and I'll get to know them. So I love their colors, though. There's a great group in San Francisco named Precita Eyes Murals, and they use Nova Colors, really beautiful murals, have really detailed sketches. Anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm putting like different shades of green on. I like to use like most of these greens I have are actually pretty similar right now. I'm getting more paint soon, and I'm getting my darker greens, and so but at least like some variation in the color is nice for painting. Just gives sort of like a nice feel. Kind of, it doesn't look too static. It's kind of makes it more dynamic. So then like a nice, this green's a little darker. And of course, like try and wear clothes that you won't get painted on. I'm not that good at that, but I try my best to, you know, have my painting clothes on every time I paint, but I'm not going to do that right now. So that's just the way it is. The worst part is the fingers, because then it's like, oh, okay, then like wipe them on my pants and then they get painted on. It's like, oh God. It's like, oh, I guess these are my 10th pair of painting pants now. Okay, so I got some greens. Then get a big brush, like a 4-inch, even like a 6-inch brush is a nice tool. This is a 2-inch or something. And get some water. Get a water cup, okay? Dip it in the water, dip it on the palette, and just go for it. This is very green. It's like grass green. It's like cool. I like a darker green, but that's okay. Oh my God. Speaking of grass green, you also want to have a drop cloth down when you paint. This is okay because it's plastic, so I can just wipe it up. But if you're painting like a house or something, use a drop cloth, okay? I'll get one. I'm gonna put one down actually. It's like nothing was there. Okay, I'm gonna put a drop cloth. I'll just be very mindful. One second. Okay, I got my drop cloth down now, and I won't spill. And I also found some darker green, but perfect. Okay, so yep, that's pretty much it. You know, the water for acrylic paint, it extends the paint, makes it flow easier. It's kind of just like a nice medium. And this wood, another strategy, I guess, would be to paint the wood first with a latex house paint, one that's cheaper, because when the wood is not treated, it just, the wood just sucks up the paint. Not treated, but not painted already. So like in this case, it's like, oh, all my nice paint is like gonna just be eaten up. But if I had a base coat of like a cheaper house paint, then I could paint this on top of it and it would last a lot longer. So I don't mind necessarily per se, because I'm getting more paint, and like this green is like not my favorite green. So I'm kind of cool with it. I think I have some blue that I'll use for that other section. Okay, so just go uniform style. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Okay, cool. So now the green is done. It came out cool. You know, it's all done. And we're gonna move on to the blue section now. Let's go. Let's move our drop cloth. Put our brush in the water. Shift this over. Okay. All right. So now we're in the blue section, and we're gonna paint it blue. This is this moon section, and I have a bunch of blues, like old paints from muraling around the town, and it's this one. We're gonna actually say what I did, use what I said, is that paint it first with the latex, so then it'll last a little longer. I don't know. I also have this like old mural paint. Like, look at that, mural paint. That's cool. I got it from a sale for the art store. I was like, okay. Yeah, and then so we have this green palette. You see, the palette's already green. We don't have to necessarily wash our brush out for this green palette, because we already have the brush. When we switch from a lighter color to a darker color, it's not as necessary to wash the brush out. So for example, from green to blue, it's all good. It'll just absorb, you'll see. But if we were going from like green to white or blue to white, like we'll do next, we're definitely gonna wash the brush out. Okay, so let's get started painting this blue section. Okay, if your paint is ever like stuck, dried on, you go like this. Or on the ground, then it works. Okay. That's pretty blue. I have another nice blue too. I don't know if I'll open that quite yet. I love this color, phthalo blue. It's almost gone. Okay, and I have this phthalo turquoise. Don't be afraid to use paint. If you're a painter, if you want to paint, you'll definitely just use your paint. And use it wisely and good for murals. It takes some paint sometimes. All right, so this is the blue section. You see that? The green is kind of there, actually, still. More than I thought it would be. But it's definitely going to take over as you keep painting. The blue is just going to kind of dominate. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to add some white, too. I just have these tints. I got them for free at Sharon Williams. They're just like, they're old tints. I love this kind of style because they're so powerful. So I want it to be a little bit more blue, or like light blue. So I'm putting some of this tint in. So look at that. And now it's like got a much more foam or like sea foam, you know, like celestial kind of streakage. Okay. Speed it up for you. All right. Well, so here we did the blue, like how we wanted to. You see how with the different shades of blue in the paint, it makes a little difference. It's not just like blue, one color. It's like blue with like blue and blue and blue. So that's good. We did the green and the blue, and then I said we were gonna do the white for this other section here. And but I'm realizing now that I don't have that much white paint, which is like the most common color and the most necessary color to have on hand. But if you're like me and you're a dreamer, then you can paint the sky whatever color you want. And I love to paint. It's the sky, it's the sun, and I'm gonna paint it pink and purple because pink for me is the new white and black. Pink is the new black. So let's go and let's paint. And I have pink paint, so we're in business. We're lucky. And then I have this beautiful pink purple paint here. And I just made a painting. I've made this painting right here, and it has a pink sky. You want to see it? Woo. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like trees in the landscape. So pink is in. All right, pink is the new black. Let's get painting. Look at that beautiful color. Almost drink it. Don't drink the paint. Okay. Again, this paint is stronger. The latex is stronger than the acrylic, so just watch how it eats it up. You'll hardly even notice the blue. I guess that's not entirely true. I always say that, but that's pretty too similar. I'm gonna have to wash this brush out. I'll be right back. All right, pink's the new black. Here we go. I got a bunch of pink. Wash the brush out, and now we can paint it. It didn't do that good of a job washing it out. I'm gonna have to wash that out better. Okay. Sometimes it's good when painting, making art, just step back and wash everything. Step back away from the canvas, away from the mural, and look at what take inventory. Breathe. You know, projects can go slower than expected, or oftentimes there's challenges that come up. I mean, and it's okay to take its time in the projects. 1 or 2 days, it's okay. Longer times. Sometimes the muse isn't there, the creative muse. So there's nothing wrong with that. But just washing the brush out, taking a moment or a walk is good too. So the brush is washed. Now it's fresh. Here we have a beautiful pink. Comes out much more pink. It's okay. I'm forgetting my own rule, which is move your drop cloth. It's nice to have an abundance of paint. I'm gonna speed up the video. All right, so there you have it. This our panels are all painted. This is like a hill. I was like, how should I sit? It's like, yeah, look, there you have it. But no, but it's all good. So our panels are painted, and this 3 panels that we worked on is the green, the blue, and the new purple. The Sol, Sun, Moon, Star, Sol, Lua, Estrela, and in Portuguese, Spanish Sol, Luna, and Estrella. And so that's great. So we have a nice moment here in this twilight to pause and see if what we're gonna accomplish now. The background is kind of like, it can be about halfway sometimes, or a quarter, depends. So it's a good time, anyway. So we're gonna pause now, and yeah, but let's see. So we have a star and a moon and the sun to put on. Cool. I might just go for it, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it because I'm feeling good. Okay, we got our mural sketched out on the wall, and now we're gonna paint with a brush. And my favorite brushes to use are these ones that have an angle bright brush, and I just love the way they can be used and to create like finer lines like that. And so I'm just gonna paint now a little bit, and I can explain as I go. I'm gonna put some white for the star and some yellow. So I'm gonna do one way to mix colors on the palette is to like start out with a section and kind of get a nice gradient. So now we have the yellow, very yellow, and white. So we have a nice little gradient. There's some blue left over from the last color, and some white and some pink. So it's kind of making even in different gradients, a different palette, but we're still gonna work with it. So we can just start adding now to our sketch and just kind of painting what we drew. This is the joyful star. One way to paint murals or canvases is so that no matter when we take our brush off, we're happy with it. So it's very slow. That's one strategy. I'm not really doing that right now, but I'm sort of just painting this star pink. It's getting pink. And maybe it can have a blue middle. Okay. Like a nice turquoise blue heart middle, sort of. Just dip it in, follow kind of the shape. Okay, and then one technique what we do when we paint murals is, or painting in general, is we can like outline it a little bit, just like some of the flares, if we know what we want. I want a rainbow shooting star, so I'm going to do this blue right here, and I want some clouds coming in. So I know I want that with this blue. And just kind of like not completely outlined, but just like the flare, the certain the joy, the alegrias. And so like now we have a darker blue, can mix in just enough. And then we still have this purple left on our palette. It's also a pink for this top of the rainbow. We have a red too. And it's kind of nice to not use too many colors, so then it stays uniform. So this yellow that we used already. And the green that we sort of started already on the background. It's nice when the background color comes up again. It kind of accentuates it and gives it some depth. We have the clouds over there, so we want some white for our clouds. And white can be used to make accents. And then like can flick it on a little bit. Don't want to do that too much, but it's nice now. It has like some flicks, some movement. Okay, that's the star piece. And now we have the moon piece. Which is similar. We have this white here. like to do some blue when I paint the moon, darken it up a little bit. Anyway, all of it's blue, and it's nice to have a palette to paint murals because now we have all these colors that we used already, and we can still use them, so it creates this uniform feel where this piece is influencing and exemplifying this piece, and it's all kind of a nice coherence. They all resonate together. Okay. Alright, I hope I'm not boring you too much with this video. Alright, I was painting this this moon section here. Just kind of getting some nice touches after we just did the star section over there. Alright, and now let's go to our sun here and paint that one. So I like the color yellow for suns. Sometimes it's nice to get paint that is like not like the real, like the classic color that we think, like yellow, like bright yellow, but like these offshoots kind of where it's like sort of creamy. Honestly, I mean, and you can get them for cheap sometimes at the, not that like, I mean, that's the thing, but they're in the free pile at the Sherwin-Williams, your local Sherwin-Williams. Sometimes they have free paint, which is the mist tints, where they messed it up for a customer, and they make really beautiful paints, colors for a palette, because they're all kind of like pastel or just different. And some artists, some really beautiful muralists, they just use the mist tints, and their palettes are so good because of it. It kind of is like a gift from the universe. So let's see how we're doing. So we're just gonna paint this. We're gonna finish those rays and then bring it over like the horizontal lines that we're talking about. It should go really nice with our project here. A little bit of red too. I'm sort of want to make this into like, yeah, let's see how this looks. Okay, well, that is the mural. Actually, it's done, and it's really beautiful. I have show you the sun, the moon, and the star, and they all kind of add to each other a little bit, and they all really work together really beautifully, and nice coherence. And now it's time to document it and share it more. I could put together a little pictures of it at this golden hour. And you know, so also I left some room for if I wanted to revisit it. Something I like to do when painting murals is to give some room for just another session, so to speak. Like I could maybe put something in there, maybe some script or something fun. Or also there's these little parts that are like wooden, that are sticking out, that separate the mural. I could paint those a little bit, you know. These ones could be painted. It could be a little bit more. And there's also another section that could be painted. So let's just take a look at the mural and see how we like it. Here, I'll start with where we started, which was the star. All right, there she is. Nice, just blazing, coming from that sun and that moon too. I might add a little bit, you know, to those clouds, kind of round them out a little bit. And there's the moon. Yeah, and there's our sun over there. Nice, beautiful. I like the colors, that purple, blue, and green. I think work really well together, and it's a nice mural. Could use a little more white maybe in the third frame. These clouds are kind of dominating the eye of it over there. Maybe put some clouds in over there. I'm not sure yet. All right, so there you have it. That's from our sketch here. See, that's our sketch, and it turned out just like we wanted it to. Sun, moon, and star mural here. So yeah, I want to thank you for joining, for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate your learning. I want to support you and your learning. Bless your muraling and your painting, and just keep on keeping on. And I'll have some more video out here, some more lessons where we can explore other types of painting and glass visual art. And yeah, my name is Miles, and I thank you for joining me today. Have a beautiful day. Go paint the world. See you later.